Thanks for tuning in to the KRVN Sports Podcast page, your home for all of the local broadcasts produced by KRVN Sports. This page and the playback is brought to you by Hoegemeyer Hybrids, raising the bar on yield performance. For KRVN Sports, I'm Jayson Jorgensen. The Nebraska women's basketball team has been going through preseason workouts, and later on this weekend, they have an exhibition matchup against Doane. We are joined by head coach Amy Williams. Amy, thank you so much for the time. How's this preseason developing for you and your bunch?
Well, it's really trending in a good direction. I'm super excited about this group and the way that they're working. We got our first peek at our team against another opponent in a close scrimmage this past Saturday, and we definitely saw some really good and exciting things like balance in our scoring, but we also had some glaring areas that we need to improve, which is exactly what you want out of a close scrimmage. And so we've got a week here to kind of sharpen up some things before we get to play in front of our fans.
What'd you like the most out of that close scrimmage?
Well, what I liked the most is that we had a goal of how many paint touches we wanted to get in that game, and we surpassed that goal. So that was really good to see. I thought we did a great job of emphasizing throwing the ball in to the paint with post feeds, but also penetration to get to those paint touches. And I thought our kids really bought into that, and it created some open looks for our group.
How about this bunch you have to work with this year? I would think there's so many reasons to be excited about it, but you just have a good blend here of kids that have done some good things for you and some talented kids and some newcomers maybe that come along and help you out.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed that blend. And the thing I've been the most proud of is just the way that our returning players have just done a great job of embracing and wanting to step up in leadership roles. Like, they've taken those 4 freshmen and our 1 transfer in Alberta Rimdahl and just put them under their wings and really done a great job of trying to help teach and coach them from the sidelines. They've worked hard to build relationships, to put themselves in a position to where we can have the fun, easy conversations, but some of those hard conversations that come up over the course of a season. And I've been really thrilled with the leadership that I've seen out of those returning players and the way that they've just freed up those new kids to come in and just play with all of their heart and give everything they've got and just know that they can play through some mistakes.
Today we're talking to Nebraska women's basketball head coach Amy Williams. Huskers will have an exhibition this Sunday night against Doane. Coach, you return one of the best post players, not only in the league but in the country, in Alexis Markowski. She has been such a player for you. What's that like starting this season, and where do you hope to see her improved?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of areas that fortunately for us, Alexis has been able to identify. Like, I want to be able to improve in this area, just get 1% better here. And she's identifying those things for her own self, which is really helpful because we can find ways to help her get 1% better in this area. I think she's really worked hard to try to improve with her footwork and ball handling skills and some of her decision making on the perimeter, as well as just guarding in a stance on the perimeter. And those are the things we've been really locked in on trying to improve for her as she moves into her senior season.
Now, one of the kids you have coming back, and boy, she's had bad luck, has been Allison Widener. How has this preseason gone for her, and do you think she's at a spot where she could help you?
I really do. I think we've seen some outstanding things out of Allison. I think that she plays just as hard as she did before, which sometimes is not an easy thing to do when you've been through everything she's been through. But she just plays really hard and has not lost that. But she's added a year and a half of really being able to kind of sit over on that sideline. She's improved her basketball IQ. She's learned a lot. She's just like having another coach on the court. She just seems to know and understand pace of play that we want to play with, and the way, what types of schemes or offenses to call out on the court. And I just have been really, really pleased with the way she's come back and added that into the fold for herself.
Well, you're just about ready to get things started. I know you have the closed scrimmage, but it's got to be fun to think that just around the corner here on the 27th, you'll have a live game setting when you host Doane.
Yeah, we're so excited to get back out in Pinnacle Bank Arena in front of just Husker fans. And so that's, it's one thing to go into a close scrimmage situation where there's nobody in the gym and all they can hear is still me and my staff kind of, barking at them and giving instructions. But I think our players are really excited to just play in front of Husker Nation again, get back into Pinnacle Bank Arena and be able to just show that this is a pretty good group this year.
That was Nebraska women's basketball head coach Amy Williams. Once again, the 23rd ranked Huskers with an exhibition game on Sunday night at Pinnacle Bank Arena at 6. For KRMN Sports, I'm Jayson Jorgensen.